How to make crazy alien robot pendants. Get some wire, 16 or 18 gauge. Or whatever you want. I don't care. Let's start with this 16 because I like it. And it's pretty strong and pretty stable. And it's fun. But I'm going to tell you, I'd say 18 gauge you can make more tiny little intricate things. So which is better? Whichever one you like. How much should you take? However much you want. This is a little more than a foot, which is a third of a meter if you live in a land that does metric and not feet, because in other places they don't have feet, I've been told. So take your wire, and first of all, I like to do something resembling eyes. So I'm going to twist this around and twist this around, and voila, those are my eyes. Now something resembling a mouth. So I'm going to bring this around, and that's pretty much it. It looks kind of like an anteater or a gas mask or something. I don't know. You can make antennae if you feel like it, or you can do that at the very end. So if these are not antennae, they must be arms. Fun, right? Yes, I agree. And then got to make a body. You got to make some feet. Feet, the important thing about feet, if you live in a country that doesn't have feet, they're the things at the bottom of legs. If your country has legs, then you should get educated about what feet are, because usually they go together. And I am going to let you in on a little secret. I have not planned for this. I've never done it before. I have absolutely no plan at all for how this is going to go. And I am just bending the wire in weird shapes. And I suggest someday, if you're a serious wire wrapper or a terrified wire wrapper, those are the two criteria. If you're serious or terrified, that you should just take some wire and just start bending it any which way you want. Take a decent amount, an amount that makes you feel uncomfortable, like you're wasting it. Get that uncomfortable feeling and just start bending it and let it take you wherever it wants to go, and then just make something out of it. Now, will that something be terrible? That's not possible, because wire always comes out into beautiful things as long as you tuck in your sharp ends. Now see this end right here. I am mangling it like crazy as I try to tuck it in, because I didn't pay attention to leave myself enough room to make a nice little clean tuck. So I tucked it into itself, and it's good. It's not going to come out and scratch anyone. But I really beat it up, and no one's going to know, because this is on the back. This is the front. So I have my double layered legs here that I'm working on still. I got that one's double layered. This one I'm still trying to get double layered. And I have less wire than I would like, so that's why I'm telling you to give yourself more wire so that you don't have this problem. And I'm gonna, now that I have this other end, I'm gonna tuck it much more carefully before it runs out, and I only have like a quarter of an inch or half a centimeter to work with, and then I have to really get, then I have nothing left to do but tuck it into itself real tight and hopefully not mangle it too much. So here is Robot Alien Pendant number 1, and he's dancing cool, and I'm just still playing with him. Now this 16 gauge is muscling up my arms. I'm getting a good workout. So if you want strong arms, I suggest you dive into that 16. But a lot of people are gonna be like, 16 is scary. So I say you start with 18. Now you can even do 20. You can do 20 gauge, I'm telling you, and just get fun and have fun with it. But here's something else. go to a gauge that's harder than what you're used to. Like if you're okay with 18 but it's a little hard, try 16 and really play with it for a while. Use good body mechanics, but don't overstrain yourself, but don't be afraid, and don't be afraid to put some muscle into it, and don't hold back. So what I found is if you really are struggling with one gauge, go up to an even harder gauge, play with that for a while, and really try to make something. Don't try to make the most amazing thing ever. Just try to make something. Try to make some simple shapes and work with it. Work with it for about half an hour. When you're done with that, then go back to that thinner gauge that was giving you trouble and give that a shot, and you will find, oh my goodness, this stuff feels like butter compared to that really hard gauge. You find like, wow, your fingers and hands are so used to struggling so much that now you're just like, this is super easy. And that's pretty much a metaphor for many, many things in life. That's why people lift weights. Nobody on earth lifts weights because they want to train their muscles to have to lift weights. Nobody lifts dumbbells and barbells saying, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get really good at lifting dumbbells and barbells just for the sake of lifting dumbbells and barbells. Because I know at some time in my life, my family is going to be attacked by a set of dumbbells or barbells, and I have to defend my family by lifting them up and throwing them out of the way. No, they lift weights that are much heavier than what they expect to usually encounter in real life. And by doing so in a controlled manner, they train their muscles to expect so much more heavy weight that they become stronger. And then lifting normal things becomes that much more easier. And doing normal tasks becomes that much more simple and efficient. And they also do it for health, and they also do it for looks often. I'm teaching you stuff as if you don't know this. But the point is, if life is hard, instead of running away from it and taking the easy way out, smile and then make it harder. Make it tougher on yourself, like a joke. And you will find that suddenly what you thought was hard is easy after you do something even harder. So see, I just muscled this 16 gauge and it was not easy. I mean, first of all, I had no plan, so that didn't help. But now I'm going to move to 18, and this is antique brass, by the way, if you like this color. It's like a cool brown metallic earth tone. Sometimes it's called vintage bronze. This is called vintage bronze here. But bronze, brass, vintage or antique, same idea. It's copper based, which is what you want. Anyway, so the 18 gauge, right? How much should we take? Probably more than last time because we didn't take enough last time. Plus this is thinner, so it's not going to have as much bulk. Let's cut off some more. And let's just... You don't have to start with the eyes. I just find it easiest to go in the middle and just make 2 loops to start with the eyes. But, you know, from the eyes, you can turn it into a face. And then from the face, you can turn it into a neck, right? And then from the neck, you can turn it into some arms. And from arms, you can go into hands and so on. So I'm going to play around with this, and you guys can see what you can... what the heck. I'll keep this on camera for a while. Just I'm not sure how much I went off camera before because I wasn't paying attention. So this, wow, this is almost too easy. I want to go back to my 16 gauge. This is like too flimsy, this 18 gauge. It's like, wow, way too easy. But I'm not going to complain because complainers are the definition of not fun, right? Oh, well, that's complaining right there. I'm sorry, complainers. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. Let me put it a different way. Stop complaining or I'll punch you. There we go. Does that make you feel bad? It shouldn't. It's a love. I would be punching you out of love, like out of care for you. And I want you to stop complaining. I want you to love your life. So therefore, a simple little punch in the arm is a kindness, right? I see it that way. Do you? I'm sure you would see it that way, right? Sure, of course. Everybody sees it that way. People like getting punched in the arm when they're complaining too much. They're like, "Ah, oh, you're right. What was I thinking? There's nothing to complain about. Life is amazing." Okay, what we got going on with this body here? What do we got? I don't know. But I do know I'm gonna make some feet, like with the loop here. And then after I make the foot, I'm gonna twist it around. Now this wire, because it's thinner, I'm doing a lot more anchoring. I'm like, every time I go to another joint, I wrap it around the last part once or twice to really get it anchored, because this stuff is thinner. All right, now let's do another foot. See if we get it kind of the same. So, right, like I said before, the only rules are make sure. Now, these are kind of, I always say make sure it's not snaggable. These arms and legs are a little snaggable, let's be honest, but they're so fun. And, you know, just don't make them so snaggable that they're sticking out into the air 6 inches. Just, you know, as long as they're flat against the chest when they're worn, you know, have fun with them. But don't make them too snaggable, and tuck in your sharp ends, and you should be good to go. Yeah. Now, here we go. So I ended up like this. One leg is too long, but that's okay. Let's worry about the more important things, like which position should his arms be in to look like he's having the most cool party time ever. And let's see. You could twist this leg. There we go. Now it looks like he's doing this funky dance. Can you see him? Let me see. Maybe I need a lighter background. What can I use? Is that better? Is that too bright? All right. So anyway, here's man, right? Now I just twisted this one leg because it was too long, and now I'm gonna twist again because it was getting too funky there. Actually, I liked how funky it was. Let's see if I can get that. Look at that. Yeah. That's a funky leg. Now, squeeze this one, might make it look a little longer. There we go. Funky time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this alien robot guy is gonna be awesome. Now see, his body has some space in there. Let's just make some cool swirls and fill that in, right? Make one cool swirl. Just tuck, and that helps us. One of the easiest ways to tuck in a sharp end is just tuck it into itself, and then if you swirl it, then you're really giving it some extra protection from ever, you know, coming out and scratching someone. As long as you flatten it enough that you make sure that the sharp end is really tucked in for real into itself. Okay, let's see. If you put that swirl in his body, right? Now that's not totally filling up his body, so we need the other swirl. I was going to use the other swirl to give him a little smiley face, but well, maybe I can do both. Let's see. We'll come up like this, and we'll wrap this swirl around here. There we go. Now that's anchored there, but it's still covering up, filling in some of the space of his body. And come around, and we have just enough left. Can we give him some kind of a mouth? Let's find out. I've literally never done this. I have no idea if this is going to work. So we got a loop there, right? And we pinch it in right there. So we'll pull it through to the other side. Gotta be careful that that sharp end was starting to pop out again. There we go. Cool mouth. This mouth is like, what? Party time, what? Party time, what? I get my brother-in-law to do some cool voices for these guys. Party time, what? Do 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 do. Bow! Oh, these guys are so fun. Let's do. I bet you didn't realize you could make such amazing creatures out of just wire, did you? You did not. Admit it. You were taught. You're taught right now, and now you know, and now you are empowered. You're feeling the excitement. Let's do another 16 gauge. I'm just going to keep playing around And you know what? I want to do it off camera and just say, let's surprise you with what comes out. But I have some ideas, and I want you to see me experiment and come up with them. So I'm just going to do a head this time. All right, there's the head. Do 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 do. All right, you got the arm. We'll call this coat hanger man. Now let's see if we can make the body into like a fun like series of triangles and diamonds, right? I have no idea. I have no idea. Will this work? Will this work? Who knows? Oh yeah, it's totally coat hanger man. Coat hanger man, coat hanger man. Or it's a lady who was squeezed into an incredibly tight corset. Whoa, lady, look at what you're doing. Look at them hips. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, lady. That's a little extreme. Okay, let's do some legs. Now this looks like the weirdest one yet, right? But once you get your basic body down, then you can mess with it. Try to get something that looks a little more interesting or even weirder, whichever you prefer. Let's see. Aha. Whoa. I dare you to just put a jump ring there and hang this on a cord and wear this guy as a pendant to a fancy gala with a beautiful black dress and just say it. Just say it's the latest by Gucci or Prada. It's the latest designer alien robot man pendant. People will be like, "Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I had one of those." And be like, "Well, it's a collector's edition. Sorry, you can't get one unless you happen to know the designer personally." And I do. And just muscling this last part in. Oh man, look at that. Amazing. So amazing. Oh, what a cool dancing figure. Yes, let's see what we got here. La da 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 da. Go have fun, guys. Make a whole bunch of these. If you dare, I bet you'll have too much fun. Robot, alien, astronaut, pendant people. Take me to your dance party. Take me to your dance party. Take me to your dance party. Okay, the way to make this is first take like 2 feet of wire, all right? And then in the very middle of the wire, make 2 loops for the eyes, right? Oh, I think that was upside down. Okay, so make 2 loops for the eyes, and then come around, and that's the face, right? You could do a loop for the mouth, but you don't have to. And then twist right here, okay? This is the very middle of your long piece of wire, right? Okay. Then just make 2 loops for the arms. All right, and then twist and make 2 loops for legs, right? So far we got like a wire gingerbread man. Then take the rest of your wire and fold it over and give them some kind of body. And then whatever's left, make a cool swirl with each end to tuck it in. Then take this, twist each arm twice. Doesn't matter which way, whichever way twists it up. And that will give you arms that look like this. Then bend them in a cool shape. So he's like, yo dude, like he's dancing. Feet, similarly, start at the bottom, put your pliers right in the little crevice there and twist it up. And what it'll do is it'll cause the wire to go like that. So do that for both the feet, and then just bend the knees right there, right? And you don't really need to twist the legs, but you could. And then that's pretty much, you're done. And you end up with something kind of like this, right? Or that, or that, or this, or that. I didn't go for a face with that one, but it's so much fun. So go have fun, guys.